This is Brand Impact 365 with LaMorvielle. All right, welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is LaMorvielle, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about what exactly branding is. Why do we need branding? What is the whole purpose of branding? Okay. I'm a very big advocate when it comes to branding. Okay. I feel like in business, if you have nothing else going on for you, you need to make sure you have established yourself a wonderful brand identity, and that's personal and your business identity. But I believe that your business brand relies heavily on your personal brand. If your personal brand is something that not a lot of people like or can relate to, your personal brand will end up actually being your downfall, right? So I just want you guys to, keep this in mind as far as the first thing. I feel like if you're a new entrepreneur, if you are somebody who is interested in creating their own business, or if you've already created your own business and you don't really have the you don't have your branding set up correctly, I would take some time to focus on what your brand is, what is it that you really stand for, and what your brand identity is. So what is a brand identity? A brand identity, it's all about your reputation from a business perspective, right? So if you, take for example, when you think of Apple or iPhone or something along those lines, when you think of an iPhone, right, you're thinking about technology. You're thinking about something that's very intuitive, something that a lot of people line up around the corner for. As soon as they hear that there's an iPhone drop, what do? Most people, they are out, like waiting outside the store, waiting to get in because they want to be the first one to get the newest iPhone. Why is that? Because Apple has set up the brand iPhone to be something almost like a premium brand, but it's iPhone has become a household name to the point where either you have an Android or you have an iPhone. You have one of the two. iPhones are, I believe, a little bit more popular as far as their, if you're a tech person, if you do a lot of tech work, creative work, making music, taking photography, podcasting, things like that, iPhone, Apple products are beautiful for that, for you, for that consumer. So thinking about as far as the brand goes, most tech people, most people who deal in the creative space, they all work from Apple's, iPhones, MacBook Pros, iPads, things like that. And then what did Apple do? They allowed you to connect all of them together. So it creates one big system. And that is a part of their branding. Their brand is having technology that connects with each other, that communicate with each other, that make it easy for the consumer to do things. They want to make sure that if you got the iPhone, it can speak to the iPad. If you got the iPad, it can speak to the MacBook Pro. Their brand makes it easy for the consumer to use their technology and make it a really engaging experience. People want to use the iPhones and the iPads. So when you're thinking of your brand, you kind of want to you do want to do something similar where you are making it easy for the consumer as far as solving a problem that they might have. So you need to look at yourself, you need to look at your business, and you need to understand and identify what is it that you're actually offering, what is the product that you sell, and then what problem are you solving for your customer? Does it make it easier for the customer to do something? And then on top of that, you want to make sure that your brand is reliable. So how are you showing up for your customers? How are you showcasing that you are a consistent brand, that every time they buy a product from you, every time they take your service, or they interact with your business as a whole, they should expect the same experience over and over and over again. And hopefully it's a positive one, right? So you definitely got to take a look at that, and focus a little bit on your branding. Think about, again, um, how do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to be seen? Do you want to be seen as the uh, the brand that is the go-to brand in your category, in your niche, or would you just want to just get customers? Do you want to just be in business? Doesn't matter if you're the first place business leader, or if you are just, duplicating what you see out in the world. You need to make sure that your brand stands for something. It stands for, again, what you want to represent. So if you feel like you represent peace and love and all these wonderful things, but you're operating from the perspective, or from the practices of, not sending out your items in time if somebody buys something from you online, or if somebody has a problem, you don't respond. If someone sends you a message saying that they had a bad experience, do you try to fix it, or do you just say, oh, well, I have your money and I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't have bought if you didn't want it, you shouldn't have bought it. Like, what is your attitude? What do you get? What type of experience are you giving your customers? Now, brand identity, there's a lot of parts to branding and what brand identity is. Okay. Um, there's your brand message, how you're speaking, what are you trying to say? You've got the brand tone. So are you saying it in a friendly way? Are you more in a jokingly way? Are you satirical? Like, how do you communicate with your customers, and what type of tone, what type of manner? And then, are you what again do you offer? What's your mission statement? What is your purpose? What drives you? What is it that actually allows you to get up every day and conduct business, right? How what is it, what's your purpose with your business? What is it that you plan to achieve? You really got to sit down and think about these things, because a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, when they first get started, their first thought is, I just want to make some money. I want to make some money, honey. But they're not thinking about anything else that has to come with it, as far as, again, how are you talking to your customers? What do you expect to get from your customers? Things like that. So I want you to be aware. I want you to understand, and I want you to just keep these things in mind, because this is the first step, or this is the first part of your brand identity. Okay, understanding, again, what your business is and what you offer, what you have to offer, and again, making sure that how you're communicating with your customers makes them feel good, gives them an experience that they want to come back and shop with you and spend with you and just interact with you. Okay. How are you showing up on social media? How are you, um, just keep these things in mind when you are going about your day to day, and making sure that when you're conducting your business, when you're posting on social media, how are you communicating? How are you speaking? What words are you using? Things like that. Okay. So keep that in mind. What is your brand identity? Who are you, from a personal brand perspective? And what is your business about? And what do you offer? What is it that you want to stand for in the world when it comes to your business? Think about these things, and then write them down. Look at them every day. Make sure that when you are working daily, that you are actually holding up to what you set, what you wrote down, what you put in perspective for yourself. And as long as you're doing that, you're well on your way to having a wonderful personal and business brand. Again, just be aware, start thinking about these things. How do you want to interact with your customer? What is it that you have to offer? How are you showing up in the world personally, from a business perspective? How you communicate these things to your customers, to your audience, to your family members, to your friends? How are you communicating? And is it all consistent? Does it all make sense? right? Thank you so much for joining. If again you enjoy what you're watching or what you are hearing, please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to follow. Please make sure to like if you're on YouTube. All those good things, and spread the word, because my goal is to just keep going, keep telling you guys, keep bringing you guys information as I learn new things, and hopefully it'll help you out as well as it's helping me. All right, friend, I appreciate you. Till next time, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. If you are interested in having an interview or sponsoring the show, then check the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, then like and subscribe to support Brand Impact 365 with LaMorvielle. And if you are struggling with your brand impact, then watch the next video.